Hello friends, welcome to a small presentation and audio video understanding on what is Signet SRSP, and under that we are going to touch today is the gold SRSP. Now Signet mainly has started a requirement among its suppliers to give a specific declaration on Signet SRSP, Signet Responsible Sourcing Protocol requirement, which is in line with the US requirement of DRC. US has come up with a DRC requirement around 7 years back, wherein they are asking the suppliers to declare that whatever gold you export to US has to be free from DRC. DRC is basically Democratic Republic of Congo. Now, Signet is one of the big retail chain in US, so it has to comply with the Dodd-Frank Act of US, and as a part of that, they have come up with the requirement of Signet SRSP. Nowadays, what companies we recommend is while you do your RJC certification, you should include as an opt-in of provenance claim for Signet SRSP. The companies who are not registered with Signet also can have a Signet SRSP declaration on a voluntary basis, and you can also have a ethical sourcing diamond, gold and diamond declarations taken as a provenance claim. So today's topic is to give you an understanding about what is conflict gold and what is DRC and what is Signet SRSP requirement or what is a ethical gold sourcing requirement. All this is, if you see, it is linked with many things like US has come up with a requirement that it doesn't want to source any gold origin from Zimbabwe, that is Democratic Republic of Congo, Maranga region. So that has to do with the conflict of gold. Same way, OECD has come up with a requirement of ethical sourcing of gold. LBMA is asking for an ethical sourcing of gold. Certain Europe customers are very cautious about the sustainable growth and their responsibility in the sustainable development of the global jewelry industry. So there is a requirement of recycled gold. So when you go for a recycled gold and you ensure that the gold is conflict free. So in nutshell, there are different areas and different avenues wherever the requirement with respect to gold is concerned. All will take to a one single thing is ethical sourcing of gold. Now, what does Signet wants us to do? Signet wants us to make sure whatever gold we purchase, it is purchased from refineries or smelters or bullion traders with a backtrail traceability of the origin of the gold, so that you can establish that it is not origin from Zimbabwe, Maranga region, that is DRC, and it is DRC free. When you see from the OECD perspective, it doesn't restrict yourself to only DRC. It says you should not source gold from conflict affected areas. So there are other 4-5 different conflict affected areas where the gold mines are there, and they have the conflict related issues with respect to the CHHR related to origin, CHHR related to circumstantial situation, CHHR related to political scenarios. So in all case, whether it is a Signet SRSP DRC requirement or OECD gold requirement, everywhere the requirement or the practices what a company has to adopt is going to be same. You have to make a list of all your bullion suppliers. Make sure they provide you the end-to-end traceability of the origin of the bullion supplied to you, maybe in a crucible form, in a bar form or a biscuit form, whatever form you buy, and it has to have a traceability to a refiner. In OECD perspective also, the refiner is held responsible to ensure ethical supply chain or conflict free gold in the market. So what you do have to do is, as a company, you have to first identify and make a list of all your gold suppliers, including the bullion suppliers, finding suppliers, accessory suppliers. Try to obtain the backtrail traceability where it is easily possible. Like when you buy bullion, it is coming in a bullion form and the upstream contact is hardly maybe a refiner or a further higher level bullion supplier. So in that case, the level of hierarchy of the upstream supply chain is very limited. So there it is easy to get the detail of the origin, and that's the main crux of your business. Like 95% to 96% of your jewelry manufacturing, you buy raw gold, and that raw gold is given by this party. So if you ensure that they are ethically sourced, you can confidently say to your customer that our golds are conflict free and it is ethically sourced. So you make a list, you ask a copy of their compliance report. There are certain international standards available which is giving a cross recognition to each other, like RJC COC is there, then LBMA is there, RMI is there, Responsible Mining Initiative, Fair Mining Initiatives. There likewise there are multiple standards. DMCC standard is there. Everyone is giving cross recognition to each other. So if they are certified to any of this compliances requirements and they have a valid certificate of compliances, that is good enough. Second thing is the refinery where it has been refined will have to specify the country of origin. Like it's from Swiss refinery, it is from a national refinery, it is from MMTC PAM, it is from any other refinery in South Africa. So where it is it is not from conflict affected area. So once you do that, this is to supplier list is identified, the due diligence is done. Ongoing monitoring of the supplies has to be done. With each supplier, you have to make sure that it is not coming from conflict affected areas, because one supplier might be sourcing from 10 different areas. And if you are not happy with one particular area from where they source, you can always say them, I don't want from this area, rest 9 areas goods you can deliver to me. And that your compliance officer has to review on an ongoing basis with each lot, each supply, that the supply is coming from a known sources and it is not from a conflict affected areas. There are a lot of digital and online tools available wherein you can check the integrity or the confidence of the sub-supplier, supplier and all that information are available readily. There are so many sites like worldcheck.com, Melting World. Likewise, there are many sites from where you can do your due diligence. So ongoing due diligence your compliance officer has to do. Now second batch of suppliers is your finding suppliers. So there are two options. Signet is giving one option is you buy from the Signet approved accessory suppliers or finding suppliers. So you don't have to do a due diligence. You just obtain a valid license copy of the Signet approved suppliers and your matter is done. If it is not, and if it is buying from the other finding suppliers, you have to make sure that either they are RJC compliant or they are heavy equivalent standards and they are able to provide the confidence to you in terms of day-to-day compliances with to OECD guideline or RJC guideline for ethical sourcing. Apart from that, we have to take an annual signed declaration from them. So all this finding supplier has to give you an annual signed declaration that whatever gold they are supplying, it is from DRC free and it is not coming from any conflict affected area. Moment you do this, moreover you fulfill these requirements, and the next step is on your sale invoice you have to give a declaration as per Signet that the jewelry supplied herein are in compliance with Signet Responsible Sourcing Protocol, SRSP, gold, diamond or silver, whatever metal you are selling to them. We are today going to talk about gold, so in compliance with the Signet Responsible Sourcing Protocol for gold. That declaration we will give on our invoices. This can be applicable as even if you are a sub-supplier, you are not supplying directly to Signet, but you are the principal manufacturer for one of the supplier to Signet. You have to give that declaration to your customer who in turn supplies to Signet. So he has got a record chain to prove to the Signet that they are ensuring the Signet SRSP compliances. Same way it goes for a RJC provenance claim. Moment you do all this gold related compliances, you have to give a declaration on your invoices which is approved by RJC or which is not leading to any particular wrong information or misleading information to a customer. So you have to say we are sourcing ethical gold in compliance with OECD requirements, we are sourcing ethical gold in compliance with RJC requirements, we are not sourcing gold from conflict affected areas. This kind of a declaration you have to give on your invoices, which can be backtrailed. Over and above, you have to have a customer complaint handling mechanism. If somebody wants to counter check your provenance claim, there has to be a policy procedures how you will be able to backtrail the customer request for checking the integrity of the provenance claim. So maybe a sale invoice reference number, the product style number from which can trail back to our gold what we use, the refine when we did the casting and all that. So usually it is advisable to keep 5 working days in your hand to do a back check, traceability, and give a confidence to a customer that the gold what supplied to them was made from which refinery's gold and likewise. So you need to, just to sum up again, then you have to basically make sure you have to make a list of suppliers, you have to ensure their compliance, you have to take an annual declaration, you have to segregate the eligible gold and non-eligible gold if you are using any conflict affected area related golds for any specific other customers. Usually it is advised that there should not be a mix and match. It should be all ethically sourced gold, so there is no risk of any refined gold being getting mixed and this and that and what. So basically, just to sum up again, you will be making a list of your gold suppliers, including your bar suppliers, finding suppliers, accessory suppliers, etc. You will do their due diligence. You will maintain the records of due diligence. You will do ongoing monitoring. You will take an annual declaration from that. Based on that, you will provide a declaration to your customers, whichever is the approved provenance claim statement or a Signet SRSP claim statement or your any specific provenance claim statement, whatever you want to give. That statement has to be audited by third party independent audit agency, and that has to be plugged in along with your RJC audits as a bulletin or during the recertification audits, and then you have to maintain all relevant records for minimum 5 years or till it is audited. This is all about the gold SRSP or gold provenance claim requirements with respect to RJC standards. Thank you very much.